What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? It's your boy Marlon O Bennett. Hey guys, you guys know that I just in the midst of kicking off my brand new series and website that I'm going to be calling Crazy, Sexy, Controversial, and Way Past Cool. So because I'm going to be kicking the website off, and I wanted to be the first person to of course submit the first installment of Crazy, Sexy, Controversial, and Way Past Cool. And I'm inviting you guys to tell your crazy, sexy, controversial, and way past cool stories too, or just share your crazy, sexy, controversial, and way past cool videos with me. And I'll put them up on the website. I can't select everybody, but the ones that I think are the best of the best, and of course I'll put them up on the website. But anyway, I wanted to be the first to tell my own crazy, sexy, controversial, and way past cool story. And actually, I think the particular story I'm going to tell you, for any of you guys who've been on my YouTube channel, subscribed, or even if you've been on my list, if you've seen me, you've heard the story before. I like to think of it as a sort of, it's going to fall into two categories. I think it falls into the category of sexy and way past cool. Incidentally, your videos can fall into more than one category, and I think this one actually it warrants both the sexy and way past cool. It can fit into both categories, and this is the story, real short. Uh, I met my second wife in the weirdest kind of way. I actually was working a job back in, I want to say it was 2000, and I was getting on a bus. I didn't even have a car at the time, and I was taking the bus from Rockville, Maryland, to Silver Spring, Maryland every day. I was working as a cook, and so my hours were early in the morning, and I got off about 2 o'clock. Well, on this particular day that I met my wife, I happened to get off like I always did, and I got on this bus traveling south, headed toward Silver Spring. For anybody familiar with the Washington D.C. Area, and I was heading south, headed home on this bus, and uh, when I was sitting on the bus, I was kind of falling asleep, and then I can remember the bus coming to a stop. After a couple of stops, I remember this woman getting on the bus, and I remember thinking she was, she was definitely very, very attractive, and she walked to the very back of the bus. When she walked to the very back of the bus, I was kind of trying to get her attention because I thought she was really gorgeous, but she didn't pay any attention to me. Anyway, she sat down, she took her seat, and she proceeded, what I would find out later, she took out this book and started reading it. I swear I did everything I could, stop after stop, to get this girl's attention, but I couldn't. Anyway, I would imagine about 20 more minutes down the road, I seen her stand up and move toward the front entrance of the bus to get off. And I'm telling you, I was nowhere near my home, but determined to say something to this girl. When she got up and made her way towards the front door, I got up and made my way towards the back. When she when the bus came to a stop, I got off because I thought she was getting off. But when I got off the bus, I realized she didn't get off, and I watched the bus roll out of sight. I can't tell you how mad I was. I can't tell you how disappointed I was. I couldn't believe it. I just got off the bus, miles and miles away from home, to talk to a girl that I thought was getting off the bus that didn't. Anyway, I'm frustrated now. I gotta wait for the next bus to come. So I start walking on south, hopefully gonna wait for the next bus. So I just start walking because I know I got a while before the next bus is gonna show up. I probably walked for about, I don't know, it was rush hour. I might have walked for about 8, maybe 10 more minutes down the road, and there was an intersection. And at this intersection, there was this girl that I was looking at. So obviously, she didn't get off at the bus stop that I thought she was going to get off at. She got off at a bus stop a little bit down the road. So anyway, I was happy to see her, and I was already mad that I got off the bus. So I was determined now that I'm going to say something to this girl. So I walked straight over to her, and I said to her, "Do you know what?" And of course, she looked at me like I was crazy. And she's like, "What?" I like, "Do you know I just got off that bus about 5 minutes down the road because I wanted to talk to you?" Then she looked at me like I was really, really, really crazy. But I told her. And so she looked at me and she kind of smiled a little bit. And Anyway, I think it kind of broke the ice. We struck up a little conversation. I can't even remember what it was we said. Uh, I think what I remember her saying is that she had a boyfriend. That's what stuck out in my mind because I said something maybe kind of fresh to her. So anyway, um, the bus was coming. She was going she was going to go the intersection. She was going to be going in another direction. I jumped back on my bus and I went on home. But I couldn't get that girl off of my mind. The very next day, I'm on the very same bus and I'm headed home again. And I see the very same gorgeous female get on the bus again. Now, this time the bus was a little more crowded, so as she came to the back of the bus, she couldn't find a seat. Of course, me being the gentleman that I am, I got up and gave her my seat. She remembered me from the day before. I definitely remembered her, and we struck up a conversation again. I can't remember what we talked about. It seemed like we talked forever, and then it seemed like we talked for only 5 minutes. All I know is before I knew it, it was time for her to get off the bus. But before she did, she slipped me her phone number. She said, I guess I can give you my phone number at work and we can be friends. I was so happy. Anyway, a whole year went by. I never saw this girl again. I never saw her again. But the day she gave me her number, I took that number home. I just got a new computer, it was 2000. And I put her number in my address book on my computer. Lo and behold, 1 year later, I'm going through my address book on my computer, right? And I see this girl's number. And out of the blue, I remembered her and I thought about her and how gorgeous I thought she was. And I decided to call the number. I called the number. She answered, and as fate may have it, uh, the, the girlfriend that I had prior to meeting her, me and her had broken up, and thankfully the boyfriend that she had by the time I met her, those two had broken up as well. We started talking on the phone every night, so much so my cell phone got disconnected, but not before we made a serious connection to each other. To make a long story short, today the lady is my wife, and her name is Tina, and I love her dearly, and I'm so very, very glad that I like to think of it as divine intervention, that that the planets in the universe and the sun and the stars all lined up like it did. Um, I just thought that that was very sexy and very, very way past cool. Now, hey, maybe you guys want to make a comment below. You can. Okay, and of course, I'm inviting you guys to tell me your crazy, sexy, controversial, and way past cool story so I can put it on the website so we can share it with the world, right? Because everybody's got one. Some people have more than one, several even. Whatever it is, guys, come on, let's get in on this, have some fun, join in with me, help me get this website up and going. Send me your crazy, sexy, controversial, and way past cool story at Itsmarlonobennett at gmail.com. That's Itsmarlonobennett at gmail.com. Your crazy, sexy, controversial, or way past cool story. It doesn't have to include you. It can be a video you saw that you think falls into one of those categories or several of those categories. It could be a story you want to tell, like the one I just told, or something completely different. Doesn't matter. Just send it to me at Itsmarlonobennett at gmail.com. Hey, I'm going to review them. The best ones are the ones that really, really, I think, really, really strike a chord with me and has universal appeal. I'm going to post on the website. You can send your friends and your family to the website. It's just going to be a great place to have a lot of fun and interact and just tell the world about your crazy, sexy, controversial, or way past cool story. I'm waiting to hear from you guys. And as always, this is your boy, Marlon O Bennett, wishing you guys wisdom, peace, prosperity, and to living a life without limits. I'll see you guys on the next video. Keep banging. Peace.